Hey everyone, and happy Thursday. Today I wanted to share a concept with you that I like to use a lot in coaching. And earlier on in my life, I learned in an NLP course, that's neuro-linguistic programming, that when people give lists of their own volition, say, hey, here's the things that are most important to me, for example, they're usually leading with the most important thing to the least important thing. You're looking for a new house. It's most important that it's 3-bedroom, 2-bath, in a school district, and has gas heating. Typically, when they're the one offering up the list, it's the most important thing is first, and the least important thing is at the end. And what I also learned is when you're the one trying to elicit a list from somebody, it's typically the most important thing is last. So if I was to ask somebody, hey, what is your current list of priorities right now that's getting in your way? They might say, hey, there's these house chores, there's this really specific business stuff, and then there's this really specific marketing stuff that seems to be getting in the way. Typically, what I had found was the last thing in the list was the most important. But I've been doing a little bit of research to dig a little bit deeper, and what's actually going on with these lists is the most important thing is the thing with the most emotional charge to it. So when I've thought about how these lists are coming about, and if somebody's offering up a list, it's usually something that they've had on their mind. So typically the most emotionally charged thing is first. Hey, I've had this discussion with my significant other, business partner, and this is the most important thing. So that's what I'm offering up. But when you're looking to elicit a list from somebody else, it's typically the last thing, because the first thing that they're offering up is typically the least emotionally charged. It's usually the most socially acceptable thing for them to share in that situation. Where as you start to work through a list with them, you might get the first thing is that social identity thing that they want the public to see. That's, it's usually the least emotionally charged. But by the time you get to that end of the list, it's usually the reasoning or the thing that would drive everything that precedes it. So when you want to look at what's important to somebody, hey, why are you running this business? Why are you starting this? Hey, I want the financial freedom. I want to spend more time with my kids, and I want to live a little more stress-free. Financial freedom is that first outward thing that seems to be the least charged emotionally. And by the time you get to the end, I want to be stress-free. Often, if you can help somebody fix that last thing on the list, the removing of the stress, the other things tend to relieve themselves and be of less importance. So I just wanted to share that finding that I've come across recently, and I hope that that's something that helps you in your day-to-day. So when you're either eliciting a list from somebody else or giving one, just consider that the most emotionally charged thing is usually the most important thing on that list, or the most important thing to solve. Thanks, and I hope you guys are having a fantastic week, and I look forward to sharing more with you in the near future. Have a great day.